Guys, hey. Of course, I didn't have mine muted. There we go. Welcome back, guys. Season 3, episode 47. Another Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Everybody have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving itself was good.
It was not long enough.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say about that. I enjoyed family time. Had a great time hanging out with the family. I wish I'd gotten to spend more time with them. I'm going to double down on Christmas this year.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
All right, Ben. Cheers.
In the house.
No doubt. Good to see you guys.
It's everybody in the chat. Tell us about your Thanksgiving. What did you guys do? I know that there's some guys that have been out there hunting. I know a lot of people have been out doing some fishing. Tell us about it, man. What'd y'all get?
Yeah, let's hear the stories. I didn't hunt or fish. I ate. And I did get a little teeny bit of boat work in.
Well, I had to work, but it was the youth duck hunt this weekend. So I did talk to a few guys that took some youth, and they just ran out of shells, basically. Saturday, they ran out of shells, should have killed their limit.
An expensive trip these days.
Sunday, they took plenty of shells, and they had five youth kill their limit. So.
Wow, that's good, man. They're killing it.
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah. There was 2 that killed their first 6 ducks, and they had a good time. A couple other guys I talked to, they killed a bunch. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. Saturday. Yes, Saturday. I got the blind on the boat Friday. Got the decoys all taken out of the attic and strung out together yesterday after work. So. All I got left to do is get my clothes and blind bag ready, and we'll be ready. We're just seeing what this weather does. I'm wanting to go out on the river, but if it's windy and raining, we're not going to go to the river. We'll be finding somewhere else.
Very cool. That sounds good.
I am not sure what the conditions are looking like here, but I have not seen a good weather window to go to the beach and go out and do anything. So I've been kind of getting caught up on stuff around here. I'm keeping a close eye on. Chris, you went out to Packery this weekend, didn't you? You were telling me you were going to. How'd that end up turning out? I don't recall having gotten any pictures.
Yeah, I see Hooked Up and Backlash said they've been turning. He's down at the coast. He might still be down there. Taking a break. Okay, but they're down there and they've been tearing it up. You've been posting a lot of pictures, seeing some big uglies, and not you, Robert or Richard, but the fish you caught were big uglies. And his brother Michael, the king of 210 fishing, which is a big Facebook thing that he started. So they've both been down there for a couple days now, tearing it up and eating good, I guess.
Nice. Chris caught a keeper drum.
Nice. I would have thought you guys, I'd expected drum. I can kind of get, there's a lot of them passing through this time of year, but I'd have thought I'd heard more stories about redfish.
The 11th. Wow, that's a long trip, man. You've been down there a couple days already, and you're down till the 11th? Nice.
Yes. 2 weeks. That's awesome.
We are very likely to cross paths. That's the case, because I'm drying up. I don't think I've been to the beach this month. I actually did a freshwater excursion. I'm editing that video right now. I guess it was about a month ago when I went out last. It was right at about the beginning of November.
Nice. At least you got something to edit. That's nice. I do have my 3rd episode or whatever it is of Boatworks. I've got it all prettied up and edited. I think I'm going to go through it one more time. It'll probably upload and post tomorrow, and I've got a lot of video clips for the next probably 2 videos already of Boatworks, because I'm cutting them down, trying to keep them about 10 minutes to 15 minutes long, and so it's just going to take a little bit of time. We're going out of town for Audrey's 50th birthday. We're going to be in Nashville for about 5 days, I guess.
I thought you weren't supposed to say the number.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that?
When we
Or
get
does that
into
go
our
away?
50s, we don't care. Shit. January 2nd will be my 58th birthday.
So you're going to Nashville, Tennessee
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
this weekend?
Yeah, we're leaving here on Friday, and we're staying there until Tuesday. I think it's the 6th. We fly back here, so we'll be in Nashville this weekend.
I'd be kind of curious since this is a conversation here. This is something that I've experimented with, and it never really did well. But I'm curious since we've got like people to pick the brains of here in the chat, guys, and John Grant. I'd be curious your opinion as well. My opinion on something like that, like if you're going to Nashville, I've been going to Los Angeles a couple of times this year, stuff like that. It has nothing to do with anything YouTube related, but I have a very strong desire. Like when I go over there, I want to hit just any garbage pond in any, backwoods, I don't know, whatever stores they have over in California or whatever, like I just feel like if I can get any kind of fishing done for like 2 hours when I'm there, then I can make a YouTube thing out of it. And I can, like I feel like a little bit more accomplished. Videos like that never do very well, but I'm curious if there's like, I don't care if it doesn't do well, if people enjoy it. But I am curious to like, do people, I say people like it's a generic thing. I don't mean it like that. Like you guys in the chat, I'm curious what your thoughts are on trips like that. Like, is it something that you're like, hey, cool, this guy who makes, a decent video, it's fun watching him out of his element? Or are you like, nah, dude, stick to the beach, stick to what you're good at? Curious what your thoughts are on that.
Well, first, since it's the wife's birthday trip, I am not bringing a fishing pole. I'm not doing any fishing.
You got an excuse on that. You got to pass.
But I'll be honest. I guess it depends on the YouTuber. For me, look, I watch a ton of YouTube. That's more than TV. And I watch a ton of YouTubers, and sometimes like I'll be watching one of my South Florida folks, and all of a sudden they want to go shoot iguanas, and they're saltwater fishing all the time. And it's like, okay, maybe one iguana hunt, but now all of them in South Florida, I guess weather's bad or whatever. And I'm not saying right now, but it happens. All of a sudden they're all wanting to do a iguana catch, clean, and cook. And it's just, I'll be honest. I'll be like, I like watching your fishing videos, but I don't give a shit about you hunting for iguana. I'll move on to another video. That's just me personally being brutally honest.
Yeah, for sure. And that's fine. Be brutally honest. Anybody like wants to like tear me apart on that one. I've done it a couple of times. Many years ago, I did Cleto Creek very poorly over here. I was excited to get that video done, but it performed very poorly. I did Lake Waco a couple of times with Peter up there. Those were, they were poor. I'm working on one right now, a different location I'd never fished before, but I'm taking a different approach to where it kind of doesn't matter if it performs poorly or not. You'll see when it drops because it's going to be a different subject matter. But I like branching out. I like what Ben says. Headed back to Midland, Odessa for a few weeks, late January. Been scouring maps for parks, ponds, lakes, and anything. And that's kind of part of the fun. And maybe like thinking about it, hearing you say that, it's like I feel like maybe I missed out on some of that stuff in prior videos. Maybe that's something I need to focus on, is more of the stuff that it's like when you're going someplace that you maybe have never been before, or, like exploring the area that you're going to be at. It's kind of part of the fun. And I won't lie, I've missed out on that part of the experience in previous videos.
I wouldn't pass it up. If you get the chance, like anytime we go to Michigan, I'm going to fish. We've gone to Florida, I fish. We go to Jamaica, I'm going to fish. We go to Cozumel, I'm going to fish. So, but this one that just happens to be Audrey's birthday one. And those videos for me, for the most part, don't do as well as, none of my videos do as well as the boat stuff. I don't know why, but the boat upgrades and maintenance videos seem to do better than any of my fishing videos. A
lot of value in that. There's only so many places you can go to learn that kind of stuff. Everyone and their mother, no offense to anybody here, we can smell our own, but everyone and their mother has a GoPro that they take out with them fishing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's over inundated. I see that weird.
That sounds like a challenge there, Chris.
A drunk painting session, and I'd watch.
You talking about really? Oh, we could have some fun with that.
What's up, Derek?
Good. Are you talking about John? Are you talking about him doing a drunk painting session on the boat? Because I'd watch that. That does sound fun.
You know what's funny about that is they have those places where you can go and you bring your own drink and you paint. And my niece and and her husband just went and did it, right? And Audra's like, you'd never do that. And I said, yeah, I would. If I can bring whatever I want to drink, I'll go somewhere here in town. There's one right near us, I guess. I'll go over there and paint some shit and drink. I don't care. So I'll probably be doing one, but not anything that would be fun to watch because I will be on my best behavior. I'll be out in public.
That's really interesting. I've been wanting to do that. To be honest with you, like I've referred to this in the past, but I've never I don't think I've ever come out and really told anybody this channel. So like my YouTube channel was originally I do paintings. And so my original intention 5 years ago, things have changed a little bit. Yeah, the music was the same kind of thing when I was doing that. When I was trying to figure things out, the original intention was like, okay, I want to do paintings and I want to sell them. So I'm going to do I do nautical paintings. I do marine whatever stuff. So I was like, what I'll do is I will do a fishing channel and then I can do paintings of fishing stuff and I will have my audience to sell to. And then it kind of grew to where it was like, you know what? I actually enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy hanging out with people and I'm not trying to pitch it as a sale thing anymore. So that kind of went by the wayside, but you will be seeing me do some painting stuff at some point. I do want to throw that in.
Pickle says something about he's moving in the middle of winter. He's already looking at the maps at the lakes and the type of. You sound a little bit. I know you're Army, and so you sound a little bit like me. But I'm a planner. Like I don't want to go and just wing it. I want to know what I'm doing, and I'm a researcher. So the same thing. I'll go in and look at the lakes. I'll look at the best times to fish that they have. You know, all that stuff. That's me. And then I'm a list maker. If I'm heading to the coast for a long weekend, I've got a list of what to bring food wise. I got a list of the fishing gear that has to go on the boat. You know, that's just how I'm wired.
I'm not much of a painter myself.
Oh, me either. My painting will suck. It'll just be fun the wife will enjoy it and I'll get to drink some drinks while we do it. And so, but yeah, my painting skills are, when I was a young kid, I could draw pretty well, but it's like you get older, you get better at stuff. That's one thing that never got better. So I left it behind.
No, me either. Yeah,
I'm amazed by people that can picture something in their brain, you know, not looking at it, and then just paint it. And it's that I do not have that skill at all. Not a bit of it.
I love this conversation going on in the chat. This is hilarious.
I know. Blood of the week. I
had no idea how animated people would get on this one.
I paint with blood. The blood of the week.
Yeah.
Golly.
And Small Water's over here saying hey, will you paint my kitchen? I'm like, heck yeah, I'll paint your kitchen. Do I get to choose? Can I paint something on it? And David Martin immediately says, as long as it's not nude self-painting, then I'm out.
I will say a big old Texas flag since he's down in Florida.
I want to do a big nude of me, but I want just that you know, what is that called? Texas flag, but just carefully positioned. What's up, Farmall? How you doing, man? You jumped in at the right time.
Cheers. It's going good.
Oh, freezer bound outdoors. Just got done falling a blood trail. So you got done falling.
Nice.
It means you found what you're looking for at the end of the blood trail. That's what's important.
Nude finger painting.
God.
Oh man, that would be.
What did you all have for Thanksgiving? That's what I want to know.
Farmall got 5 on it.
Yes, he did.
Hey man,
it again.
Cheers, Yeti. Good to see you,
Mr. Rick.
What's up, Rick? What you got going on this weekend, Mr. Rick? Are you going to be doing some duck hunting?
Christopher, I made the trail. Good Lord.
Nice.
I went and looked around. We looked at some land the couple of days after Thanksgiving with the free time. Rachel and I, we almost buried the truck in the process, found out that the land we were looking at is awesome, but there's no road to it. We had to take a farm access road that wasn't even a road. It was just mud. So we dirtied up the truck, got her nice and muddy looking, and realized just how, you know, treacherous of a spot that would be. I'm still sold. I want it.
Nice. Yeti saying he's still after that big boy. He's posted some nice pictures on Facebook I've seen. If you guys aren't in the Discord server link is in the description. Click on that, join the Discord, join the fun, posting pictures, sharing, seeing what other people from all around the world are posting. It's pretty cool.
Hey, you can teach an old dog new tricks, because Mr. Grant McIntosh posted pictures in there this week. and yours truly even posted a couple pictures in there this week, just to post a picture in there. I still don't know where the hell I'm at when I'm in there, but I'm there.
We had some fun conversations actually about your pictures, John. There was some misidentification of the species
on the blue marlin.
Yeah, we had some people thinking that was swordfish, and that immediately sparked like a really fun conversation.
Damn, I didn't know. See, now when you guys like mention me, I guess you can like tag everybody or something. I'll get a message saying that I've been so and so mentioned you, and I could go click. I can't ever find it, but I didn't get any kind of notification you guys commenting on this, so I don't know how that.
We didn't tag you in it. I didn't want to sit there and be pinging you.
No,
I didn't want your phone going off on it.
Post something and somebody post on whatever it is you posted, if you get notified. I guess not, or maybe it's something I turn on and off. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on it. We've got all kinds of notifications on there because we don't want to be like with the server. One of the issues that you commonly have when Discord is, somebody has a server and they want to ping you to death every time there's something to notify you about. We're not doing that. We're not doing everyone pings. You get to sign up for, do you want a notification when the Outdoors Live guys when they go live, when we're doing a live stream, you can get a notification for that. You can get one for, like, if you're a YouTuber and you want in on some YouTuber conversations, you can get a notification for that, or turn off notifications. That's fine too. We're not going to shove a bunch of stuff down your throat.
So Yeti Mountain got a couple deer already. You got a 8-point and a doe. That's nice.
Yeah, Chris, I have no idea what the cow said after walking 100 million miles.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the punchline of that one.
Okay. Sounds good, John.
Peacock.
He's too far away to hear. I thought the answer was going to be I would walk 500 more. Because of
what was the answer? I missed it.
What's the name of that band? They did that. I would walk 500 miles. Talking Head? That wasn't Talking Heads, was it? Who is that?
I can't think of it.
That's like stuck in my head. Who wrote that song, guys?
Somebody will come up with it.
What's up, Mark?
Mark J's in the hizzy.
Rick sent me a picture of his son's deer. I'm guessing he wanted me to show that. That's a good one. Let's see here. Wrong way.
I like hearing those like bings going off. That's fun. Nobody was into like it's 80s. Like who here?
I know the song. I just don't know who did it.
I'm not Googling this. I know somebody knows who wrote that song. The Proclaimers. Is that who it is? Really? No, it's not.
The
Proclaimers. How do I highlight the highlight? Not me.
I think we go. Yeah, there you
all
go.
can be here with us. Live stream. Outdoors Crew.
It's a nice buck there, Little Rick.
Oh yeah. Look at the big body on that.
Man, shoot, yeah.
Yep.
That is not a hill country deer.
Hey, that's one to be proud of, man. That is meat in the box.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a nice one, Rick. Nice, great first buck. My first one was half that side. Let's see here.
Shot it with a crossbow. Nice. I'm envious of that.
I've got to get that thing out.
There we go.
Rachel,
go ahead.
We got into a conversation, a weird one. I don't even know like what to say about this. I don't know if I'm senile or what is going on. I thought I was fairly sharp. But we got into a heated exchange over Thanksgiving about we were doing some hunting. You guys are saying the Proclaimers. Okay, like I'll take your word for that. I swear I thought it was like Talking Heads or one of those other guys. I don't even recall the name Proclaimers. But I got into a conversation with Rachel, and we were talking about doing some bow hunting. I was like, man, we went and checked out that land. We were looking for deer, didn't find any. I know they're around, but I was kind of hoping to maybe kind of get into one. And we were talking about like this would have been a lot more efficient of an endeavor if I'd have had a bow. And she told me, she said, you do have a bow. You have a compound bow. It's like, no, I don't have a compound bow. I haven't had a compound bow since I was like 10 years old. I got you one for Christmas 10 years ago and you never used it. And I'm like, did she? I don't ever remember having a compound bow. Like I forget weird things sometimes. So I'm like, do I really own one and I don't know about it? So I don't know what to do. I can't find it. I've looked around the house because if I have a compound bow, like I want to jump in on that. I can't find it anywhere. I wouldn't have sold it or gotten rid of it. I have no idea what to think about this. I swear she's wrong. I swear, like she did get me. I have my hunting rifle for big deer and nilgai. If I can get into them, my hunting rifle is a 45-70. That she got me that from her. It was her uncle passed away, and so I got the rifle that he used for buck hunting up in Wisconsin. And so I know I got that, and I love that gun. Like I take very good care of that thing. But I don't even remember the compound bow. I don't even know. I haven't
fired it yet. Someday I'll take this thing out and fire it. Got a little scope on it. I got a 0.
Hey, next time you're in the area, John, we could talk. I know some places to go.
Yeah. Right? I mean, to me, a crossbow is like the in between a bow and a gun.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
If you got to
want to collect some meat. It's a good way to collect meat when you're not allowed to use a rifle.
Yeah. If you've got it sighted in, I know some guys that shoot up to 100 yards with a crossbow.
100 yards. Damn. I know some guys that can't shoot 100 yards with a rifle with a scope.
And I'm getting hounded about taking a bow out fishing too. Yeah, that's hilarious, Smaller. That made me laugh.
Yeah,
maybe the other boyfriend got it. I'm gonna ask her about that.
Small waters.
Yeah, you couldn't use a crossbow in Illinois until a couple years ago, unless you were handicapped.
Yeah,
Rich had that issue in Wisconsin.
Texas was the same way up to about 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's been probably 3 or so years here.
Rachel's dad, I believe, he was able to take advantage of that back when it was kind of that middle area where you could use it, but you had to be, what was it, like retired or something, 65 and over?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I never paid attention, but I remember that being a thing, and I know he got one early on.
Yeah, I'd definitely get one with a crank on it, or you don't have to pull it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you got to pull back.
Dude, that hurts with a spear gun. I obviously don't do much like crossbow hunting or nothing like that, but man, pulling that thing back and pressing that thing into your chest or your waist or something while you're trying to draw back.
You got a little stirrup like that you step on. You just pull it up, so you're not.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't they have that on a spear gun? Because you have flippers.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be able to use it. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. They're not that far off. They're probably what's the difference in accuracy between a good bow and a regular crossbow?
Depends on the archer.
Yeah.
A crossbow, somebody who shoots a rifle, I think, can transfer to a crossbow easily. Somebody who shoots a rifle maybe not be able to transfer to a compound bow as easily. But for me, here's the thing. It's about ethical kill, right? If you want somebody to make an ethical kill and they're a newer hunter or they just can't shoot a freaking bow well, then let them shoot a compound bow. It's about, they buy a license like everybody else. You can go out there with a rifle. Well, in Texas, you can go out there with a rifle, a shotgun, whatever, right? So why not let somebody use a crossbow? And I think that's what finally they said, look, it's just another means to take game, and it's an an ethical way to kill an animal, right? Instead of wounding them, let them run around forever and finding them the next day chewed up by coyotes or something.
You know, that's not a conversation I've ever heard on this, and that's the most intelligent talking point I've heard about the entire thing. People talk about accuracy, they talk about distance, they talk about accessibility and all these things, but nobody talks about the ethics of killing the animal, and I think that's a hell of an argument.
Definitely.
Real quick, Ben says, so we are just a day left in November in Texas. Doesn't the law change again for flounder? No. So the law was for that on right now is you're not allowed to get flounder in November until halfway through December. So you got 2 more weeks. And then when the groundhog sees his shadow, you'll be able to shoot some flounder.
And I'm going to fact check it too. But yeah, that's why I remember like most of November and part of December, something like that. Crazy.
Yeah. I think for a while it was like 2 weeks or something, or like the month of December.
Yeah, it was mid-November to mid-December. Before,
okay, yeah.
But then
they extended it a bit.
Somehow.
But now it's like all of Turkey Month, and I remember this because it's all of Turkey Month and Paul's birthday, Stanley's birthday.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So daily bag is 5 fish except November 1 through December 14th. The fishery is closed.
Yep.
So it's been closed, and it's going to be closed until the 15th of December.
So speaking about doing a little bow fishing, man, what about bow fishing for flounder in the flats? How fun would that be? If you can get enough penetration.
I think you could. Flounder.
I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time with flounder and a spear gun because I can't get the spear to go. I can get it to go through, but it hits the sand and kind of bounces out.
I guess the guys who gig them jab it in them and then lift
them. Right. And lift. Yeah. It's a little bit different.
See you, Christopher. Have a good night.
Hey, appreciate you, man. We'll be in touch. I got some fishing coming up here in the next couple of weeks. I hope to be in touch with you guys, see if we can't get something together. Sorry I missed you all last weekend.
Yep. Tina Ladybug, good to see you.
There.
Yeah.
Specs window will be next. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're already dropping limits and size bag regulations on them anyway.
Yeah.
About specs.
It's reverted back. I don't think because that last one was through the August, I think. Let me look see what the.
You guys are saying specs. You're talking about speckled trout, right?
Speckled trout.
Yeah. They're real picky on the rules for those guys. Dude, Yeti, hey, you need to be checking out Henry, you're doing that, right? You're trying to get a turkey with the crossbow, or were you just talking about it? Someone we were talking about, we had a conversation about somebody getting a turkey with a crossbow. I remember that being a fun conversation. I thought, Henry, you were involved in that, but now I don't remember.
I want a turkey hunt. My brother did it. I've just never turkey hunted. Got the crossbow, and I got my shotgun.
Henry only hunts with the compound.
Okay. You'll wait till rifle season's over.
Go back to a recurve if you want to be old school, or straight if you want to be even more old school.
See, okay, so that's Rich. Rachel's dad did give. That's another part of that whole conversation with the compound bow that I'm not remembering, or maybe somebody's not entirely remembering. Rachel's dad, like 2 years ago, gave me a recurve, and it was one of the last recurves before they started doing compounds. It's like a 70s model, so it's a really good recurve. I haven't had it redone, and I haven't practiced or anything, but I'm wondering if maybe that's what she remembers. I need to get in shape for that thing, though. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, my dad had handed down my brother a nice recurve back in it had to be in the 70s.
Never shot a recurve. Yeah, small water charters. That's why I was clarifying, because I know some people that call specs crappie.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't wear that.
I've only shot a recurve. I've never shot a crossbow.
Later, David. Have a good night.
Hey, appreciate you, sir.
Yep.
Nice. Old school.
Henry says nothing against gun hunters. So I have a thought on that. If you want to be, it's the same thing with fishing. At least that's kind of like what the opinion that I've grown into. You want to be a good hunter, you need to go out there and get it with, a bow. You know, like if you want to be respected as a hunter, you know, you need to, I don't know, and I don't know the first thing about muzzleloader, but yeah, you need to kind of do it with the more archaic instruments. All my hunting has ever been with a gun, and I'm not calling myself an excellent hunter or anything like that. Like I'm good, I'm okay, but it's always been about meat, and so I'll use a gun to put meat on the table. We're typically talking about like hogs or something like that when I get an opportunity, rabbits, things like that. But if I'm going to if I'm going to go out there and try to express myself as a skilled hunter, I'm not doing it with my 30-30 or my 45-70. Like that's not the thing. Like I would have a lot of fun going out to the range and you know, popping dimes at 100 yards. But if we're talking about hunting and you're talking about skill, that's not a topic of conversation I'm bringing up.
Gotcha.
You just did, but anyway.
It's two different things, though. Like being good with a gun and being good at a hunter, those are two different things.
Well, yeah. There's tons of people that have never hunted that are good with guns, right?
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Hunting involves more than just killing the animal. It's the whole process of.
And I guess that's kind of the point I was alluding to.
Yeah,
I made it poorly, but
to have land, a lease, or whatever, where you can be out there, you can learn the lay of the land, you can learn the trails. You know where they're going for food. You know where they're bedding. You know where they're watering. That's a whole other part of hunting. Unfortunately, especially here in Texas, not a lot of people have that opportunity. A lot of people are like, all right, you're going to go hunt today in this area, and here, good luck, right? And you don't have any capability of going out there and scouting in advance and all that. So I'm jealous of those folks that have land opportunities where they can go out and spend the month leading up to hunting season scouting and doing all that stuff. So
right.
So I'm the same way. I like stalking. I have never sat in a blind before. I have sat in trees, you know, just go and find a tree to go sit up and see what I can find. I've never been successful with it though. And the majority of my hunting's always been for hogs.
Getting older, I don't mind the comfort of a blind.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. And if you're in a spot like Texas or Colorado, Wyoming, somewhere where there's a lot of open land and open fields, I mean, your chances with the bow are pretty slim compared to a rifle.
Right.
That's true. Yeah. You know, when we were in Wisconsin, I got the opportunity of helping out with the land that they were doing work. They were carving trails in the land and stuff to you know, lead the path that they wanted the deer to come down for their blinds. There's a lot of work and there's a lot of ingenuity and stuff that goes into the planning of those sorts of things that I wasn't aware of. And that's how you're successful at doing that. Me, I've just always gone like, you know, hiking through the woods and accidentally run across something.
Right. Yeah. That brings up a good point. One of the discussions on Discord was what was the first animal you have killed? You know, a lot of people it was a squirrel. Some people it was a deer.
My brother in the womb. No.
Damn. There we go.
I didn't mean to. Yeah, that got dark fast.
Wow. I might have shot a Tweety bird or two, you know, as a very young youngster with a BB gun, or lizard, snake.
I hit a cicada with a pellet gun once. I remember that. I felt bad about it. I never wanted to do that again.
That's what I'm saying. Now, actually hunting and killed would have to be, golly, I'm old, so it's been a long time.
Neighbor's cat. But he had it coming.
Yeah. Rabbit. I would say, well, no, rabbit. It had to be rabbit. And then somewhere in there is quail, dove, grouse, wood duck. Those were all younger year things.
We
squirrels,
never did
a lot of squirrels.
Squirrels and rabbits. I'm sure rabbit was first because we could eat it. My mom has amazing recipes for rabbits. But right after that would have been squirrel. Just to get them out of the house. We lived in a log cabin, so they just destroy things. We never shot birds. We shot ducks once every couple of years, but that was it. Of all the doves, I mean, we're in the dove capital of the world, and I didn't shoot a dove until I was in my 30s.
I still joke that I'm going to get the pellet gun out and pop a couple for dinner right on the feeder in the backyard because they're all over.
We can have that
You
conversation.
can't do
off
that
camera.
legally here in Texas,
Yeah.
so it's a joke.
Yeah, so you'd never do that, right?
No, it's a joke.
Okay, so it looks like we got some squirrels, some rabbits.
Rabbit with BB gun, yeah. I mean, rabbit's like the perfect answer on that because they're easy, they're everywhere. In Texas, the regulations are non-existent, and they taste good. You know, rabbit sells for like an ungodly amount of money at the store. Like if you actually go to the store and look for rabbit, I swear to I think it's like $25 a pound or something. It's insane.
You know, it's funny, food safety wise. When I was up in Michigan, it's like, oh, you got to wait till the temperature is a certain, it's in the 40s to kill the rabbit. And Texas people are killing shit in the summertime and eating it. So I don't know.
I've done summertime hogs.
I guess you got to prep it a lot quicker. Like in Michigan, my first deal I ever killed was in Michigan, and it hung out there for days because it was in the 30s, 40s outside.
Well, you know what's funny about that?
That doesn't happen.
So we were the same way about that, where, we didn't want to be taking anything in the summertime, but we did take hogs, and they were a mess. They were disgusting, and we got it done quick, try to be really clean about that. But then I got a buck a couple years, not a buck, got a doe a couple years ago. And so my wife was like, and my wife being from Wisconsin, totally different mentality, ball game. Like I learned a lot from her. If it was cold outside, I mean, cold in like the 40s, she would store food in an ice chest outside. She would when we got that doe, she set it outside. I'm like, what are you doing? It's gonna rot. It's gonna get old. It's like, no, you're aging the meat. I had never heard of this before. Rachel's the one that taught me that.
Yeah,
and then researching it, figured it out. But
so here in Texas, the deer I've killed, I don't know, maybe 3 deer, an axis, and a red deer since I've been here. And the spare fridge in the garage, take all the shells out. I made a system where I can hang the quarters. And so when I kill them, break them down to quarters, hang them in the fridge, and they'll sit in there for days. And then I'll take a quarter out, process that to whatever I want to process it to, freeze what I want to freeze, and then move on to the next one. So you can kind of take your time processing it when you have that. So I don't have a big walk-in cooler, but that spare fridge in the garage works well. It just sucks because then the beer's got to sit out.
Nice. Rick, we definitely do need to get together. We definitely do.
I agree. You guys do.
Yep. Ben, I guess you've got the good angel and the bad angel, one on each side.
Mm-hmm.
I do. That goes through my mind every time I hook a fish or kill anything at all. Is like I'm screaming at myself. You'd better make use of this. You don't go around killing stuff just for the sake of killing it.
Right.
Yeah, I'll say I was a young person, and we never ate jackrabbits, right? But I was out in the field with my dog and kicked up a jackrabbit, and I shot it. Have you ever heard a rabbit when you wound it cry?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was piercing, and I wasn't gonna eat it. I just shot it, and I felt bad that fast, and then I went and dispatched it and got the dog off of it, but yeah, learned that lesson real quick.
Mine was a bluebird. Same story.
Those lessons you learn when you're young, I guess.
Yeah, like everybody's got to do it once. That sucks. And I made sure that bluebird, that was dinner for the cats that night. Like I did not want it to go to waste. And I felt bad to the point where I didn't shoot another bird until my 30s.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so my mom and dad got divorced when I was like 8. So I didn't have that father figure to school me through all that stuff. So, some of that stuff I learned the hard way. That's just the way it is.
Right. Well, what do you think? Is it about time for the pictures of the week?
Yeah.
What do you think, chat?
Hell yeah.
Let's jump into it.
I'm
excited. We've been talking about all this stuff, so I'm excited about jumping into them now. Let's see what we got.
Let's do it.
So we had a little bit of a truncated week here because Thanksgiving and everything else. I'm hoping that we see a bunch of photos in the next coming days, but the photos that we got are really impressive. As usual, Wild Japan, who mind you, right now, this gentleman is our photographer of the week. He turned in the winning photographer photograph from last week. like 5 minutes before I was done with this slideshow, Mr. Anthony Elko like dumped a bunch of photos of a red fishing trip that he went on. And yeah, it's a pretty little bayou that he was out there. He had some alligator shots and stuff like that he was putting on. So I was like, I had to make room. I had to get him in there. I had to fit him in.
Nice. Yeah, that's a nice one.
So obviously this time of year, we got some really pretty sunsets and stuff going on. That's what we got all going on here. Next up, the freshwater guys have just been tearing it up. We got Rush Hour Fishing, Nick, Tigers Fan, Sunfish King, Hey Reef, and Pickle Outdoors, our boy in the chat over here. Everybody's just been getting all kinds of fun stuff. Man. I'm loving all the pictures of nice rainbow trout. Of course, anything out of Florida is going to be freaking amazing. Brook trout. What's the difference between rainbow trout and brook trout? Is it when they get saltwater? What was the deal with that?
No, that's a steelhead and a lake trout.
Okay, steelhead.
Brook trout is a completely different species than a rainbow trout.
Gotcha. So these are brook trout then. And what is that what's Pickle got there? Is that a lake trout? Pickle, you're in the chat. Let me know. I forget.
So dark. It's some kind of salmon is what that is.
I was going to say. It looks like a salmon to me, and I have no idea.
And it looks like one that's made us run up the river already. You know what I mean? When they get all that big hooked mouth and they get all ugly looking. But I can't tell because he's got red on it, right? I don't know. That might be a huge brown trout. I don't know.
Pickle, did I get your picture wrong? Hold on a second. Are you right? Or did I mislabel
it's a
that
salmon?
Picture? He said it's a salmon. He says it's not his picture.
Oh yeah, that don't look like him in that picture.
I can't believe my eyes are like terrible. And like that photo in particular, I remember being like, man, like.
Well, let that one win. And again, Pickle will be associated with one, but he doesn't actually get to win.
Sorry, Pickle. Hunter Finn posted that. I was going through doing tags on this and I got it wrong. I'm sorry about that, man. I apologize. It's Hunter Finn, another gentleman in the Discord.
Nice.
But yeah, a lot of freshwater stuff happening, a lot of cool shots on that. Tigers Fan, I really like that shot.
That's a big brook too, because when I always caught brook trout, they were like delicious stuff. Look at that.
Of course, we got a lot of good hunting shots. Moneybag Yo, the Fisher, and of course we got ESA, who's got those two. They were checking out some tracks that they saw in the snow, and then of course our boy over here in the chat, Henry Mosley's YouTube channel. If you haven't seen what he's doing, you need to check that out because he's going through the entire experience of like the entire season in a vlog that he's doing, and it's really impressive. And this is just a little hint at what he's been working on. But Moneybag over there, like those shots he's got on the left, I know he's like baiting them in, and not everybody. That's a different conversation, but not everybody is allowed to even do that. But man, look at what he's been able to pull in there.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple studs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He had a bunch of pictures too. A Fisher, that shot right there, he saw a little, like a very young, like a fawn that's already got a rack going. And
that's an axis.
Is it axis?
Yeah, that's a full-grown axis.
Okay.
That's a bad boy right there. That'd be yummy.
Looks like it's in a fence too.
Yeah, there's a high fence between you and it.
Yeah.
Probably driving by somebody's property and saw them. You do that
that's
anywhere between here and Kerrville and what was it, Rock Springs down there. There's all kinds of exotics on those properties.
Oh.
You get out.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of which, just as a shameless self-plug opportunity kind of thing here, in case anybody's interested, there's a ranch down here that does exotics. It is for sale. Anybody has $1 million to go halvesies on an awesome ranch, hit me up. I want to talk.
Nice.
So you're
Henry
saying
says video out now, wink, wink. On
so
that
you're
buck.
saying you've got $1 million and you need someone else with $1 million.
I mean, give or take. What's numbers between friends?
I mean, if we can get 500,000 people to give us $2 a piece.
Oh, we can make it so worth their while. Yeah, 500,000 people, $2 a piece, content for the rest of your life, no ads, and we'll send you jerky.
That's it.
Send you $7 worth of jerky at some point in the next 100 years.
There you go. Axis was, for me, is one step up above, at least one step up above from whitetail as far as tastiness.
Ooh, I can see that.
I'd like to try an Axis, so somebody needs to get one.
All right. Game that branch I was talking about. I think they got X's.
Yeah.
That is our pictures for the week, guys. And these are our 3, of course. Wild Japan, he's not in here right now, but he is the current photographer of the week. He is not able to defend himself, so say whatever you want about him tonight, because there's just not a whole lot that he can do about that. Our 3, I'm trying to like take the note thing here. Well, let me, dang it.
I voted.
Oh, shoot. Now my screen's all like messed up here.
I already voted.
I'm trying to take votes. My little notes thing ain't working.
It's blowing up.
All right, guys, what do you got?
So far, it's all A's. Everybody's
3,
loving that brook trout.
A brook trout. Oh, I guess that's not even a joke. Okay. Pickles. Oh, that wasn't pickle either. Dang it, that would have been funny. Okay, so far we have Tigers fans got 5 votes with the brook trout. I don't blame them. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Moneybag Yo, that's just a tasty looking photo. Not gonna lie, and of course, Wild Japan always brings it home with the amazing photography over there in Japan.
Yeah.
Of course, he is currently the winner, and he's not here to defend himself. Grant's in with a B. I'm gonna go.
Change it up.
Grant's the hunter. You know he's gonna go with them deer.
Don't blame me.
I like
Look at the racks on the 2 of those. Golly.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be a little bit more aggressive with each other, but there was a ton of photos. He probably sent a dozen photos of these guys all hanging out around that feeder different times a day.
Food's important to them. I think it's a walk-away sweep here, almost a sweep.
Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of excited about that. It's I will be excited to be telling Tigers fan about this. He's a little bit newer, and it's obviously it's nice to have the new guy that's got some amazing picks. I want to encourage that behavior. Salty money.
That's funny. He'd be a little salty. So for me, all right. So Wild Japan has already just won it. That's a beautiful picture, so I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
The trout is in the center of the picture. You see the colors on it. The deer,
that contrast
part of the deer. There's a feeder in the middle of it. You know, there'd be a difference if there's 1 big buck or 2 big bucks, like in the woods without a feeder there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's what kind of took away from that, even though it's a great photo. And I would love to see one of them deer in real life. But yeah, that's why I picked the trout.
I bet those deer would do an amazing job of screwing up the sheetrock on my wall.
Yeah, Mr. Rick's right. They're probably fighting now because it's rut time now. I should have shared that picture. I posted on Facebook, I think. I was driving back from Shay's house. He's out in the hill country. And there was a big, I think it was about a 10-point, real tall, and up in front of him's a doe, just on the side of the road in front of somebody's property, just trailing that doe, man. I stopped. He just looked at me. I took 2 or 3 pictures of him and posted them on Facebook.
Yeah, he was nice. Very nice.
Yeah, he was a big deer. Especially for a hill country. Hill country, of all the deer in Texas, hill country really have the smallest deer. But he was a nice big boy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I've seen some like poodle-sized deer around here with massive, like, racks. The rack's half the size of their body.
Yeah.
South Texas, if you got the ranches where they're feeding them the proteins and all that stuff, and they'll bring in certain deer genes to their gene pool, they'll get some nice big deer. The low fence outfits, the deer just aren't as fed as well, and they're what was there, small deer to survive in those climates.
Yeah,
Florida has really small deer because of the environment they're in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Thick up north. You're right, Pickle.
Yeah, the deer down here. I think they're still wearing masks. Can I make that joke? Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm not offending anybody.
Yeah. I remember we killed a doe when I was living up in Eau Gray, and when we went to butcher her, the fat was at least 2 inches thick on that deer.
Ooh.
I was like, golly, these are healthy deer, but it's all farmland. They're eating the sugar beets, right? Soybeans, corn, all that good stuff. So they're well fed. Audrey always says she doesn't like Texas deer because they don't taste the same. She grew up on Michigan farm raised deer, and down here they're eating all kinds of crazy oak acorns and whatever they can get their mouths on.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah,
still
that's
good
how
to
it is here. Big.
Mhm.
That's how it is here. You know, you got all. Heck, we've still got. I had to take the labs to Carbondale yesterday, and there's still fields of soybeans, still fields of corn standing. Just the weather's put them behind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird.
Yeah,
Well, we got
yeah.
another cold front coming in tomorrow morning down here, and then I think it's going to get a little yucky again. We looked at Nashville for this coming weekend. It's going to be rainy just about every day. So it's like, damn it. We've got a hotel near the main drag there where we can kind of walk to stuff. And it's for a birthday. We're going, Sunday we're doing the Grand Ole Opry. Nero's ever done that.
Nice.
Saturday, my daughter paid for us to do something. I'm not going to say it on here just in case she sees it, but it'll be a good time. And then our friends that are going with us, they leave Monday evening. So Monday's kind of our open day right now where we can just do whatever. It might be like hang out in the hotel has a real nice bar and restaurant in it. So who knows?
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, Mr. Rick's ready for December 3rd, our opening day. Yeah, that's how it is here this weekend. You know, Nashville's only like 2 hours with good traffic, but anymore with construction and wrecks, it's 5 hours.
Ugh.
But yeah, that's the plan here this weekend is basically get up 3:30 Saturday morning and see what the weather's looking like to decide where to go, because it's, if the weather's bad or windy or pouring ass rain, there are certain places I'm definitely not going.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's perfect for you for one of them places.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I want you guys to get on something.
Yeah, Henry's saying Opryland Hotel's very nice. Yeah, the only time that I've ever been to Opry, the Grand Ole Opry, when David Martin, I guess he's gone now, but when he was in here earlier, he got married. He took his whole wedding party to the Grand Ole Opry, and we had
wow, that's pretty cool.
Pretty close to front row seats. It was awesome.
That's very cool.
Brad Atwood, what's going on, Brad?
Why are you logged into that account?
Late, you almost didn't make it, Brad. Redneck Connection, how you doing? I don't recognize that name, so it's good to see somebody that I don't recognize here.
Yeah, Redneck Connection is old school. Ken, good to see you. Been a while. Long time.
Three Feathers Farmstead.
Three Feathers.
Gentlemen.
What's going on?
Good to see you guys popping in here for the closeout.
Yeah.
Rain or wind, I'll still be in the timber. There you go.
I'm curious, John, how much of a drive? How long of a drive is that going to be for you? I want to head up.
Oh, we're not driving. We're not driving. We don't want to waste a day. We only got 5 days. Waste 2 days driving, it would suck. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, if it takes us 14 hours to get to San Antonio, it'll probably take you 16 hours to get to Nashville.
Yeah, easy.
Gotcha.
I don't like being driving more than 8 hours, 9 when she makes me, but that's usually my limit, 8 or 9 in a day. So
yeah, I want to say it's 10 from here to Pensacola, and I'll do that in a heartbeat. But that's where I draw the line.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Brad Atwood, the Wild Game Pursuit. They've been killing some deer.
Yeah.
Some of his guys have been seeing a few videos. I've seen a few misses as well, but that happens.
Oh yeah, that's part of it, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes, especially if you're bow hunting, right? They duck sometimes and duck under that arrow or jump it.
Yep, that's what's
happening.
happening.
Video clips of that. I wouldn't know. I don't bow hunt, but I ain't never had them duck a bullet yet. But I guess it could happen.
2013, dude. Redneck, cheers to that. I'm afraid my drink is out. I'm literally sitting here counting down seconds until I can get a refill.
Oh, that's about.
I'm not gonna lie. That's a long
I think I've been
haul,
on since like 2010. So I can still say you're not new. What I meant was I hadn't seen you here on our live stream is what I meant.
Yeah,
2013, you've been around for a minute.
Yeah, Redneck Connection. He used to come around during the late night live streams.
Ah, okay. I'm too old to do late night live streams. I say that. There's a lot of old people that do late night live streams, but yeah.
Well, it was easy working 2 to 10s, get off, take a shower, go live for a couple hours, wind down.
I don't know about any of that. You guys, those streams you guys used to do, that was a haul, man. You'd be at it for like 4 to 6 hours. I've never done that.
No, me either.
Yeah, it was fun times.
Me either. It'd be me looking at the camera, looking at me. I'd run out.
Yeah, you know what though? That would be kind of fun to play with. I've always kind of wanted to experiment with that. I have a hard time going over 2 hours though. I start to get gassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely. You need a comfortable place to sit and good company to make it go by.
A lot of drinks.
Yep, no doubt.
Good company. That's a good call on that. Yeah, you gotta have a team make that happen.
So what we got, gentlemen? We got two
I'm
more.
going duck hunting. I'm going duck hunting this weekend. What you guys got going on? You're going to Nashville. What you got, Stanley?
Ugly Dog Lures. I love that name. I have no freaking clue. Let's see what the weather allows me to do. If I can get out and get into some redfish, you're damn right I'm going to go do it. If not, I'm going to finish editing these videos from a month ago and try to get them out there on the inner tube wet bonnet things.
There you go. What's up, Charlie? Good to see you, Ugly Dog.
Yep. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what well, I'm going to be in Nashville, so beyond that, we'll have another show. Now, with that being said, next week we're at Stanley's. I know that, and I'm not going to be here because I'm going to be probably in the sky flying.
I got a good one
on that Tuesday. I'll be flying, so I won't be here. And then we only got one more show after that. I think it's the 13th-ish of December.
Yep. Will be the season finale.
Yeah, that's it for 2022. So y'all make that one, especially because we'll talk about what's coming up. We'll all talk about all the cool shit we're going to get for Christmas. And then our first one after that will be 3 January. It'll be our first one of the new year. It'll be my birthday one because my birthday's on the 2nd. And it'll be right after Christmas where we all talk about the cool stuff we got or whatnot.
Sounds great.
So real quick on that, that's the next 2 weeks. This is going to be some fun, exciting things. We are going to be celebrating John being gone. I mean, John's going to be gone and we're going to be celebrating next week. We're going to have a big birthday bash, and I've got a surprise guest for us. I hope. I'm waiting on that confirmation, but I think I have a pretty cool surprise guest for us. We're going to be celebrating and have we're going to have a ball next week. Please come and hang out with us. It's going to be on my channel. The week after that, I think we're going to be on your channel, John. Is that correct?
I think Grant's doing it, or I can do it. Yeah, but
yeah, we haven't decided yet.
Yeah,
it's going to be the season finale. We're like, 45 episodes, 46 episodes in this
47.
year. We're on like 130 episodes in the last 3 years. So what we're going to do is have a big party. We're going to enjoy ourselves. Everybody's invited. We're going to have a bunch of drinks, make it really, really terrible to where we probably have to omit portions of the live stream after the fact. And then we're going to like regroup on a couple of things and have some fun for our 4th season of live streams that should be coming up in January.
Yeah, season 4 is going to have some different, unique stuff. And I don't know if anybody saw, I snuck something today. I took a little piece from our last live stream and put it out, just the Christmas food piece from that last live stream, and put it out there I think it was like 3 minutes long. And you might see more of that kind of stuff coming out. But we'll see. Wait till the new year. Figure it out.
Yeah, just some little clips we're going to try to pull out of the live stream for people that might not have been able to make the live stream or watch the replay. They can still participate, answer some questions, see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So please let us know your opinions. If you see us playing with stuff like that, you hear us talking about these things, you see things that we're doing, dearly, very much appreciate your opinions, insight, feedback, anything you got for us.
Yeah, comment on us. Let us know what you think of them. By the way, my wife's birthday is 12/6, so you guys got 12/5.
Yeah, so this is going to be a big time party. We're going to have a ball.
No doubt. Miss Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Cheers.
At closing time.
Cheers, Monica.
Perfect timing. I'm all out. I'm empty, but still cheers.
Yeah, I'm
I'm drying out. I know.
Sounds good. All right. So, John, be safe in Nashville. Stanley, go catch some fish somewhere this weekend. I'll hopefully catch some ducks, kill some ducks.
Everybody here, everybody in the chat, everybody on panel, it is that time of year. Let's go out and have some fun. Let's have a great weekend. Let's get it all back together next week so we have all kinds of fun stories to talk with and exchange pictures and everything else. Let's make a go of it.
Playing hooky sport fishing. I seen you put out a video while we were live. I got that notification. We'll have to check that out.
Monica, I'll finish my drink to that one.
Cheers.
Monica. Cheers. I want to see that ice fishing collab, Pickle and Wild Game Pursuit. Let's see it. Everybody will be at Stanley Orchard next week. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Peace
out.
Good
night, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Have a good one.
Out.
Peace.